For Save Nigeria movement, Igboho's careless pronouncements led to several ethnic clashes in Oyo State and beyond. Such would have provoked reprisals in parts of the country, except for the quick intervention of unbiased stakeholders, particularly security agencies. Save Nigeria movement finds it funny that the editorial believes security agencies possess the necessary acumen, skills, and intelligence capacity to have effectively, efficiently, and methodically monitored Igboho's movement, and yet question the security operation. The paper's query of the arrest warrants and timing of the operation shows the ignorance of the law governing criminal justice. For example, it is expected that the nation ought to know that Section 4.3 and Section 4.4 of the Administration of Criminal Justice System provide that a warrant of arrest may be executed on any day by any police officer at any time and in any place, in any state, other than within the actual courtroom in which a court is sitting. It is unfortunate that the nation picked holes in the rather successful security operation by the Department of State Security Services, which led to the discovery of lethal arms from the residence of the self-styled agitator for the independent Yoruba nation, Sunday Adeyemo aka Igboho. It is surprising that the newspaper shows a weak narrative about the DSS not securing a warrant of arrest to discharge the operation. It also accused of planting evidence on Igboho. What a foolish position. The display of ignorance in the editorial suggests a lack of in-depth knowledge of the statutory roles of security agencies. One is in shock as to whether the paper had come across the Administration of Criminal Justice Act and how it affects operations. Otherwise, how can Igboho be so celebrated? The paper's argument that Igboho's activities, no matter how provocative and offensive, are guaranteed by the Constitution are also misleading and indeed laughable. Its choice of selective amnesia about the constitutional provision in Section 4.4, subsection 1, that freedom ends where it becomes an infringement on the fundamental rights of others is shocking. It is common knowledge that Igboho serially infringed on fundamental rights of others. The nation knows this. It is not out of place that the law came knocking on his door. The nation and its cohorts ought to have known that this was a matter of time. Here, we doff our cap for the DSS, for that proactive sting action. Pepper them. The nation newspapers failed to enlighten on how the operative got shot if truly his men did not open fire. Now, some posers. If the arms were planted, did the DSS also shoot one of its own? If the arms were planted, is the nation aware of the confirmation by credible media platforms like the Cable and PR Nigeria that arms were actually seized at Igboho's residence? Is the nation newspaper aware of the confirmation by the Ila Omo Odua that 2 guns were taken away from Igboho's house? Only 2? That's interesting. Is the nation aware that Igboho's hype man, Olayemi Koiko, owner of Koiko Media Platform, has acknowledged that Igboho is the owner of the pump action rifle paraded by the DSS? Are these admissions or still deniers? Has the nation seen all the videos flying around in which Igboho was displaying guns, threatening to deal with security agents, or promising to help those who did not know where to buy guns? Why is Igboho in hiding? Why not come out and defend himself that no arms were removed from his house? It is obvious that that editorial is framed to ridicule the DSS. Otherwise, the Nation newspaper would not join the social media to entrench the fake narrative and news that it arrested a cat during the raid. Isn't this ridiculous, rather? Example of such poorly scripted narrative is the argument that the federal government was nervous about Igboho's planned 3rd July rally for a Yoruba nation. thus the invasion of his residence. It argued that the essence was to prevent him from attending the Lagos rally. Why Save Nigeria movement agrees with the nation that the rights to publicly protest are critical and indispensable to the survival and flourishing of a viable democracy, it beats the imagination that the paper did not go further to verify the motive behind the rally. For the nation, it did not matter if Igboho and co. had stockpiled arms and planned to disrupt public peace in the name of a rally. So, the police ban of the rally was in order. We are all witnesses to the killings and destructions of property during the NSAS protest in Lagos. It was certain Igboho was going to rehash this. No responsible citizen or media organization would support violence as a means to an end. This is only possible in Igboho's and the nation's banana republic.